In today's examples, I'll be using the software produced by Caseware Idea Inc. called IDEA, Interactive Data Analysis Software, and we'll be able to take a look at that and then show you some of these deficiencies and misuse of corporate policies, such as expense reimbursement. So I'm going to go ahead and do a demonstration here. So I have IDEA running, and we'll just minimize that here. So we have IDEA running, and I'm going to import some data into the software for analysis. Now, the data that I'm going to use, and we're just going to go down, and I just want to show you an example of that report. The data that I'm going to bring in for the analysis is an expense reimbursement report provided to me by the business unit in a PDF format. It contains employee ID, classification, the date they traveled, the amount that was spent, where they traveled, the airlines they used, air miles they collected, and the travel classification that was used to do the booking. If I have 1 million records, 10,000 pages in this PDF, option one may be to manually perform the analysis by reviewing each one of those pages, which could take days if not weeks. We could try copy pasting this into Excel using converters, but sometimes that may contain an error percentage of 10% or more when you're doing copy paste. I already created a template for this, and I just wanted to show everyone how that's performed. So what I'm telling IDEA to do is just to take a look at the data, and I created the template. So I advised IDEA that I would like to capture the data related to employee ID number, employee classification, the date they traveled on, the amounts they paid, town they visited, airlines they used, air miles that was collected, and I also advised IDEA that for each one of these related transactions, I want to know the purpose. Was it conference related? Was it training related? Was it work related? And I tell the software to bring in this data. Within a fraction of a second, I'm able to bring the data into the analytics platform to now perform my analysis. One thing that one must understand that when leveraging use of data analytics, it maintains the integrity of data, which is very important to understand, because when we're leveraging analysis on Excel, we could accidentally change a cell without understanding what we just did, or save it, and by doing that, we lost the integrity of the database. Within the scope of using data analytics, such as IDEA, it maintains that integrity. So if I want to understand, excuse me, if I want to understand and review if employees traveled on multiple times of the same day, that's easy to do within the scope of this analysis. I simply go under Analysis, click on Duplicate Detection, and I say that I want to take a look at employees traveling on the same day. Click OK, and IDEA will let me know that there's 81 incidents of employees traveling on the same day. This is great. Now I want to represent this information in a table format that allows me to review each incident. So all I'm going to do is summarize the information by employee ID and travel date on employee amount, on amount spent, and simply just quickly summarize this information, and IDEA will let me know that there's 24 incidents of employees traveling on the same day. And if I sort this real quick and look at the information, I could take a look and say, by looking at this information, let's take a look here. This employee traveled twice on the same day, or actually, let's look at this one here. This employee traveled twice on the same day. They went from New York to Winnipeg. No problem. That's understandable. This employee, or these series of employees here, traveled multiple times on the same day. Let's take a look at this one right here, 9 times on the same day. If we click on this, it actually tells us this employee on this physical day traveled 9 times, twice to Miami. I'm not sure how you could enter and then re-enter and come back again. New York, Amsterdam, Dakar, Calgary, Halifax, and Montreal. Unless I'm aware of, cloning has not been invented yet, so there physically is impossible to go to all of these locations within a span of 24 hours. This is something you may want to investigate and review what happened here. In this case, it was actually an employee using their corporate policy to book bookings for various other family members to different areas of the country and globally. This was one of the incidents that I just wanted to share with you in terms of the analysis that could be performed. Now, we took a look at travel analysis. We could further and summarize the data in a relevant and quick manner that we want to replicate the use of it somewhere else. We could say, you know what, I want to understand which was the most frequently used airlines within our company. So I simply go under summarization and just say summarize by airlines on amounts, click on OK, and then it'll quickly give me that information. So I could see that the most frequently used airlines was KLM at 14 transactions. If I click on it, it allows me to review the information. And I'm encouraging the use of data analytics in your analysis because it allows you to get to your findings rapidly and be able to take the insights of what you've learned and then put that within your audit report quickly, instead of spending weeks in reviewing data in Excel and other different database systems.